Hello, friends. Senior Pastor Ben Pierce here, coming to you from 301 Studios at Fuquay-Varina Baptist Church. Another installment of Who Died and Made You King. I hope you're enjoying these as we look at these kings, whether it's from the south in Judah or north into Israel. Today, we're going to be looking at a king that really is one of my favorites, even though he doesn't have much written about him. It is King Uzziah. Now, King Uzziah is going to be king for a long time. He's a good king. So, question, which one was he with, the south or the north? Well, he would be the southern kingdom because, you know, all the northern kingdom kings were wicked. And so here we have Uzziah. He's going to be king for 52 years. Can you imagine what it's like to have the same ruler? And he's a decent ruler. He's a good ruler for 52 years. So the people of the south loved King Uzziah. He's going to look after them. Many things are going to be great under him. His father was Amaziah. Remember him. Now, Amaziah got a little cocky there at the end and basically was run off. But now his son is going to come in. Now, you would think 52 years of being king, there would be a whole lot written about him. Well, 2 Kings reserves only 9 verses for Uzziah's reign. And 2 Chronicles only has 23 verses. So 52 years is going to be basically summed up in 32 verses. So, but we do glean some things because he was king during the prophets of Hosea, Isaiah, Amos, Jonah. If you go to Isaiah chapter 6, famous verse in the Bible, he says, in the year that King Uzziah died. So there's a lot of unrest, 52 years we've had a king, and now he sees the Lord. But 52 years. Now, the northern kingdom is going to have 7 different kings in that time. So what we're going to do after we do Uzziah is we're going to be stuck in the north for a while because we got to kind of keep the same timeline. So we got to cover 7 kings while the southern kingdom only had 1. He started reigning when he was 16 years old. We're looking at 790 to 739. He did what was right in the sight of the Lord. Zechariah was a prophet who mentored Uzziah in his faith. And as long as Uzziah sought God, God blessed him. That's 2 Chronicles 26:5. After Zechariah dies, though, Uzziah did make some mistakes. Now, Uzziah was a sharp king. He was intelligent. He was innovative. The southern kingdom prospered under Uzziah. He defeated Philistines. He built fortified cities. He strengthened armies. He commissioned sharpshooters with arrows and stones. He loved the soil, so he built up farmland. I mean, he was famous. He was the man. He was the king for 52 years, and everybody loved him. And you know what can happen when everybody loves you and you buy into all your press? You become prideful. Remember, his daddy did the same thing. He had one victory over the Edomites, and now he thinks he's, you know, the greatest thing in military history. Well, Uzziah lets all this go to his head. He becomes prideful. This is going to lead to his downfall. So here's his downfall. He enters into the temple one day, and King Uzziah decides, I'm going to offer up some incense. That's not his role. That was reserved for the priest and the priests alone. And so basically, he's putting himself over God's law. He's putting himself saying, those rules don't apply to me. Well, there were 80 brave priests led by Azariah who tried to stop him. Now, you can imagine, you got to go up against the king and tell him, hey, king, you're wrong here, back away. But these 80 brave priests did that. Well, this is not for you. Well, they tell him, get on out of here, go home before the Lord takes care of this. Well, Uzziah decides, I'm not going to listen to you. You're not going to tell me what to do. How dare you confront me? I'm the king. Well, while he's letting the priests hold it, God took care of it. And God struck him with leprosy. In fact, it scared him to death. He runs from the temple and he spends the rest of his life as a leper. You know, it's a tragic end to a promising life. His son Jotham will rule in his place. But isn't that sad? A great king, 52 years. And you throw it away because you don't want to listen or you want to do what you think is right. Don't let pride ruin you. The Bible tells us that pride goes before the fall. The Bible tells us that pride is basically starts off, it's almost like you push a rock downhill to sin. Folks, let's stay humble before God because we know we didn't save ourselves. It was only by His grace. Stay humble before the Lord. and walk with him each and every day. My prayer for you is that you will seek the Lord with all your heart. God bless you. Until next time.